December 6, 2025. Daily Bread. Passage. Acts chapter 27 verse 1 to 12. Key verse. Verse 10. Title: Paul shepherds his captors. And when it was decided that we should sail for Italy, they delivered Paul and some other prisoners to a centurion of the Augustan cohort named Julius. And embarking in a ship of Adramyttium, which was about to sail to the ports along the coast of Asia, we put to sea, accompanied by Aristarchus, a Macedonian from Thessalonica. The next day we put in at Sidon. And Julius treated Paul kindly and gave him leave to go to his friends and be cared for. And putting out to sea from there we sailed under the lee of Cyprus, because the winds were against us. And when we had sailed across the open sea along the coast of Cilicia and Pamphylia, we came to Myra and Lycia. There the centurion found a ship of Alexandria sailing for Italy and put us on board. We sailed slowly for a number of days and arrived with difficulty off Cnidus, and as the wind did not allow us to go farther, we sailed under the lee of Crete off Samone. Coasting along it with difficulty, we came to a place called Fair Havens, near which was the city of Lasea. Since much time had passed, and the voyage was now dangerous because even the fast was already over, Paul advised them, saying, "Sirs, I perceive that the voyage will be with injury and much loss, not only of the cargo and the ship, but also of our lives." But the centurion paid more attention to the pilot and to the owner of the ship than to what Paul said. And because the harbor was not suitable to spend the winter in, the majority decided to put out to sea from there, on the chance that somehow they could reach Phoenix, a harbor of Crete, facing both southwest and northwest, and spend the winter there. Daily Bread Message. Paul was entrusted to Julius, a noble centurion from the Imperial Regiment. They would be sailing to Rome, and Paul had friends with him, Aristarchus, his frequent traveling companion, as well as the author Luke. How valuable it is to have godly friends in our times of travel and trial. Their companionship was a blessing and provided for his needs. Who are you thankful to God for on this journey of discipleship? The journey was plagued with difficulties from the beginning, resulting in lost time. Paul was not self-absorbed, but he paid attention to what was happening around him. His shepherd heart was beating with concern for his fellow travelers, even though he was their prisoner. This was why he gave such a dire warning. "I can see that our voyage is going to be disastrous." Julius chose to heed the advice of the sailors instead, a fateful decision. Prayer. Father, thank you for companions on the journey, which double our joy and have our sorrow. Please help me overcome self-centeredness and have the courage to be attentive to others with a word of warning, encouragement, or correction. One word. A prisoner, yet always a shepherd.